minute. We will put this. Hello and welcome to day 3 of the 5-day money challenge. I hope you are doing really well, and I hope you're starting to see some of the changes, whether it's energetic, whether it's physical, whether it's money, gifts, whether it's a change in your attitude about receiving and about what's possible for you with money. And I've just got a question here. What about the times in which your parents were doing really well? Well, that's fantastic. There's nothing. So yesterday's exercise, we went through the timeline of your life, and we went through all of the different ages and stages of your life and what affected you as a child or created your money reality, whether or not your parents were doing well, whether they were being really successful, making lots of money, or struggling at that time. Now, it doesn't matter what version of those two extremes or in the middle your parents were. What we want to do is clear any of the money stories that you took on from that age. So if everything was going great for you and there's no limitation that you've taken on from that, that's fine. But if there is limitation, or if the amount of money that your parents made, they were doing really well, but they had to work really, really hard for it, and maybe the limitation that you took on was, in order to receive or make a lot of money, you need to spend a lot of time away from your family working really hard, then that is why we still go ahead and clear all of that. Okay, so the other thing that I got asked about yesterday is there were a few comments around, can you talk more about receiving money, attracting money? And one of the questions were, if I've done a lot of money mindset work, energetic clearing work, worked on this area of my life, and I'm still perceiving the limitations, or I'm still not experiencing change, what might that be about? And I've got a great answer for you, and we're going to start to get into that. But basically, and Varsha, I'm seeing your question, if you have money and you don't have ease with it, and I think this ties into a very similar area. Basically, what I believe it comes down to is your self-worth, your self-love, your receiving. That is what creates wealth embodiment. It creates ease and flow with money and receiving. And so if you feel like you've done months, days, years of work on money mindset, on receiving, on income, on business, money workbooks, money classes, had personal sessions, and you're worked on your business, you get it all cognitively, and you're wondering why it hasn't changed for you a lot, or like Varsha's saying, she still doesn't have a lot of ease with it. Even though she can receive money and have money, she doesn't have a lot of ease with it. Actually, through the Wealth Whispering work, one of my new programs is called Wealth Whispering. And the part of my life that created the most change in and created the greatest amount of wealth embodiment, wealth consciousness. And this is different to just creating and receiving money. This is really about stepping into the ease with money, the receiving with money, and the having of money, being able to hold more and more money in your life and in your reality, instead of self-sabotage, instead of hitting upper limits, instead of going back into your old patterns. And what Wealth Whispering really taught me was the difference that is created when you start to have very high levels of self-love, self-worth, and self-confidence. And so if you have been doing all of this work on money and you thought money was the problem, and money is the thing that is not coming to you, and you keep on trying to change your relationship with money, your relationship with money is a reflection of your relationship with yourself, like all relationships. And if you haven't looked at your relationship with yourself, your self-love, your self-worth, your self-validation, your receiving, from yourself and from all things in the world because you believe you are worthy, then you're going to see a lack of results with the money work that you do and the business work that you do. Okay, so that is a huge hint to a lot of you around things you might want to start looking at. We're about to start the next round of the Wealth Whispering Program 2023. If you want to change this stuff, get in touch because you can still join the Wealth Whispering Program and it is life-changing. And when you put that then together with things like the business upgrade program, the information you get about business, the money work that you do, then you start to deepen your ability to have money in this reality. But if you're struggling, if you've already done a lot of money work and business work, this is where I'd be shining a light. So today we're doing something really fun. We are doing what we call a money pull or a receiving exercise with money. So what I'm going to ask you to do is get really comfortable wherever you are. The last 2 days, the exercises that we've done were around clearing your past with money, clearing your points of view, letting go and cutting the cords on day one, changing the limitations throughout the timeline of your life, day 2. Day 3, we changed the angle a little bit. Day 3 is about working on pulling money to you, starting to receive that money, amplifying that ability you have to magnetize money to you. So let's do it. If you have questions, type them into the chat. Okay, taking a nice deep breath in. Breathing all the way out, and as you breathe out, just relax, lower any and all of the barriers you may have to receiving, to being present here today, and to being able to tap into all of the different places that money, wealth, abundance, and prosperity is available to you and is able to flow to you from. I'm going to ask you to get really comfortable in your body, and I'm going to start to ask you to really acknowledge that you are okay right now in this present moment. You are okay. In fact, you are safe and you are able to receive. So just say that to yourself for me. I'm okay. I am safe. It's safe for me to receive. In this moment, it is safe for me to receive all of the abundance, all of the prosperity, and all of the revenue streams, income, money, and wealth that can and desires to come to me. And now I'm going to ask you to expand out in your sense of awareness. That means if you had been worried before, if you were thinking, if you were concentrating hard, I want you to just completely relax. Don't worry about concentrating. I want you to actually become a little bit absent-minded. I want you to let your mind go and start to expand energetically. I want you to imagine that you are connecting energetically or with your soul or spirit to all of the things that exist around you that are further away than you normally think about. So I want you to expand your sense of awareness and expand your sense of receiving to beyond the room that you are in, to occupy at least the whole building or the whole house. And then I want you to expand that even further so that you're occupying as much space as the city that you are in. What about the country that you are in? I want you to expand so that you are so big that you are starting to realize that you are not just limited to your physical body, that you as an infinite being have a sense of awareness, of knowing and connection with things that are far, far away and far beyond your physical self in this moment. And from this expanded state where you remember that you are more than just your physical body, that you are more than just the limitations of your current problems, thoughts, and experiences, I want you to allow yourself to start tapping into all of the places and all of the sources of abundance, all of the money that exists in all of the different currencies in this world, all of the wealth that exists, all of the precious metals that exist both on the earth, underneath the earth, in the seas, in the water, in the air, in the oceans, the elements of the earth that include things like gold, diamonds, precious metals, all of those things that you are able to tap into that you don't normally think about. All of the abundance, the energy of abundance, the energy of more than enough, the millions and billions and trillions of dollars that exist in banks across the world and different industries across the world, the large sums of money that you normally don't think you have access to or that you even consider real. Just tap into that reality for a moment. All of the people, all of the places that have money that they're willing and wishing to contribute to you or send you, or who would be happy to pay you for your services if they found you. All of the different skills and talents that you have that you could be richly rewarded for if you acknowledged it about yourself. And from this expanded state, I want you to start imagining that stuff coming in towards you. I want you to imagine it coming to you as gifts from people in places known and unknown, as payment for things that you have, services that you have rendered either in this lifetime or previous lifetimes, as contribution from all of the people and places that wish to contribute to you, and as repayment for all of the people and places that you have contributed to. And I want you to spend the next few minutes just imagining yourself pulling or drawing that in closer and closer and closer and closer to you. Imagine that stuff coming all the way to you and not even stopping with you, just continuing to come and move on through into your body, through your body, all the way through your life, touching every area of your life, your business, your sense of well-being. Just allow yourself to receive from all of the places that it is possible for you to receive from. All of the people, whether you know them or do not know them. People from your past, present, or future. All of the business deals that are yet to be done. All of the information that you still don't even know that you have, that you can share with the world, all of your skills and talents and capacities that you wish to share with the world. Just let that all start to become part of who you are and become part of the things that you are drawing in. All of the abundance, all of the wealth, all of the prosperity, and opening yourself up to receiving it with ease, receiving it without a judgment of who you are, whether or not you're deserving of it, worthy of it, whether or not you've worked hard enough to deserve it. And I want you to just start to allow this to start to settle into your physical body. Start to feel what it would feel like for you to receive this in the physical realm. And now I want you to place your hands over your heart, over your chest. And I want you to say, it's safe for me to receive. It's time for me to receive. I'm willing to receive all of the riches, all of the wealth, all of the gifts, and all of the prosperity that is on its way to me. I am ready, willing, and able to receive more than I have ever received before. It's safe for me to receive. I love to receive. It's time for me to feel and be abundant and prosperous in my life. Oh, that feels so good. You might feel a change in your energy. You might feel a physical sensation. You might feel some tingling like I'm feeling. You might feel very connected to the whole world. You might feel very expanded in your energy. Or some of you might actually be feeling very safe in your physical body. So maybe normally you're disconnected and expanded out rather than feeling safe and present in your embodiment. So it doesn't matter what version of things you're feeling, whatever you are feeling is perfect for you. Some of you might feel very expanded. Some of you might feel very present in your physical body because it's the first time you felt safe talking about money and staying present in your physical self. Whatever it is that you feel, allow yourself to enjoy it, allow yourself to process through it. You can definitely repeat this exercise as often as you would like all of the exercises, but this is a particularly good one. It's not very long, it's super feel good, and it's very powerful. So I hope you enjoy this. We've kept this really powerful exercise short and sweet for your Friday. Oh, that's wonderful. Andrea's saying she had a migraine all day and now it's gone. That's amazing. And I really look forward to starting to really hear about your money miracles, your receiving your daily amounts, your miracle amounts over the next few days. And just allow yourself to be present with the changes and also not need it to look or feel any particular way. Just be present with what's true for you, what's happening for you, and start to observe as your reality starts to change. If you have questions about the Wealth Whispering program or the Business Upgrade program, please don't hesitate to reach out, or you can type into the Facebook group and I will get back to you. Take care, everyone. Have an amazing weekend. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.